Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode. My name is Francesca Loren.
And I'm Phyllis Elliott.
And we are Heart Up for Love. Welcome back. I'd like to thank each and every one of you who is supporting our show. All 8 of our followers on Twitter. What's up? Looking at you. Good job.
Thanks,
proud of you.
Joel.
Thank you, Joel.
Joel.
Thank you. What was that character?
Prince Edouard from
Hellboy is following
Hellboy.
us.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, sir.
He thanked us for following him now. So.
Yeah, well, we're doing it on air. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sis.
All right, well, start off. Let's talk about our week a little bit. How was your week?
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yes, Frankie. It was a very eventful week.
Yeah.
But I heard that you have some news for us.
I do. I have some news. I actually quit Tinder.
What, girl? You playing?
No, I deleted my Tinder after an unfortunate event.
Shit. What happened?
Okay, well, I had met this new gentleman. His name was Joel. We'll call him Joel.
Was it the Joel who followed us? Damn.
No, it wasn't the Joel who followed us. It is another Joel.
Sorry, Joel. This is just our tribute to you, our first Twitter follower. Okay.
We're so thankful.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had been talking for a couple weeks after we had met on Tinder, and he was like, hey, it might be fun to hang out. And I was like, yeah, that sounds good. And he was like, okay, well, we'll hammer out the details in the next couple days. And we traded numbers, and then we were texting, and we were talking about our mutual love of sushi. And I was like, hey, what may be fun is if we go to this new sushi place. It's like a different sushi place, too. It's not like your usual. You pick out your toppings, and then they, roll it. It's like Chipotle, but sushi. It's pretty cool. So we're going to meet up there and then go to a bar and have, a beer or something. Anyway. So we're texting about that. We make up a time and everything. And it gets to be the morning of, and I texted him, and I said, hey, good morning, and he said good morning back, and we texted a little bit through the day, and then I texted him a little bit later, and I was like, hey, see you tonight, you still down and everything? And he didn't answer. And, that should have been clue number 1, that stuff was going to go down that night. Sorry, I got a little phlegm. Gross. Anyway, so I drive 45 minutes from my home into the city to go to this sushi place, and I get down there, and as I'm driving, he texts me and he says, hey, I just left downtown. It was game night, so there was a lot of traffic, and I kind of expected that he was going to be late when he said that, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll just hang out around the area. There's plenty to do in that area, so I was kind of like, okay, I'll go shopping for a while. And so I shop around, and suddenly it gets to be about half an hour after when he was supposed to show up, and I call him and he doesn't answer. I text him and he doesn't answer, so I'm kind of assuming that he's driving still. And so I hung out, and eventually it gets to be an hour and 20 minutes, and he still hasn't texted me. And then I check Tinder, he unmatched me. I check Snapchat, he unfriended me.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Oh, yeah, he unfriended me on everything.
What the hell?
After telling me that he was on his way to the date, he does all that shit.
He's on his way to unfriending you.
Yeah, I guess. He was leaving downtown and unfriending me.
Dude.
Yeah.
What in the actual fuck?
No, what is wrong with people? I don't understand. I don't get it.
That would make me mad, too.
I was mad as hell. And so I ate my sushi alone. And then I sent him a big old text message that said, hey, I can see when I've been stood up. I deserve better. Fuck you. And that was the end of it. That was the end of it. Right. I don't understand where people think that anything like that is even slightly appropriate. You just wasted so much of my time driving down there. So much of my time waiting around for you. I did not need to go buy those new car scents from fucking Bath and Body Works while I was waiting for your ass. So, you just wasted my money, too. Douchebag.
Fucker. Those fucking car scents, man.
They get you every time.
They do.
But they also make your car smell really good.
They do.
Oh my god, my car smells like sweater weather is the name.
It says it's called
sweater weather.
And it's too cold
Exactly.
for you here.
In my car.
No. Yeah. in the sweater weather.
In the sweater weather, yeah.
So you did quit. You quit Tinder.
I quit. As soon as I got home, I was like, fuck this. This place is fucked up.
So essentially you rage quit.
I did. I rage quit Tinder.
Yeah. I mean, I would have rage quit too.
Yeah. That's the only thing you could do at that point is rage quit. That's
they just all ghost on you, man.
Yeah, no, I don't understand the ghost culture of Tinder. Like, come on, guys, grow up.
Seriously, I want to just fuck them all in the butt with something hard and sandpapery.
Yeah. Let's
Liam.
get something hard, sandpapery, go find Joel and fuck him in the butt with it.
Yeah. But not our number one Twitter follower. We don't
Yes.
want to fuck you in the butt
Not
with sandpaper.
you, Joel, the other Joel.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you get on our Twitter, you can follow him, I bet.
Yeah.
He'd probably like that.
He would.
I'm sure he would.
Follow Joel.
Everybody likes
Cosme.
Twitter. Yeah. Followers.
Cosme?
Cosme? I don't know.
I don't know.
Joel
how to
something.
pronounce your last name, Joel. I'm sorry.
Maybe we'll tag you in the tweet that I later release.
Please do.
I probably will. And that other that character from Hellboy.
Yes, please do that. So now that you're not on Tinder, though, you have found another outlet for your
My thirst.
Yes. Your love thirst.
Yeah, I joined OkCupid
The lust.
shortly after I deleted my Twitter, and so far, I haven't met anybody yet. I just joined like maybe 5-6 days ago. So of course not at this point. I haven't talked to anybody long enough yet. But so far it seems pretty good. People seem a lot more interested in like connecting and not just meeting up to have sex. Which I mean, there's a time and a place for that too, I guess. But
I mean,
yeah.
Okay, Cupid can be great, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a walking advertisement for OkCupid.
You are. You want to talk about that at all?
Me and my boyfriend should totally be paid by OkCupid to spout off ads.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
We could get some video of you guys doing like some cute coupley stuff.
barely anybody, let's just say most people are on Tinder nowadays.
Yeah.
Because most people apparently just want to fuck and they're going to regret it later. But yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, I do have a boyfriend. I am not technically single.
But I am. Hey!
Frankie is. Francesca definitely is. But
If you are a willing lady or gentleman,
yeah.
holla.
But yeah, me and my boyfriend met 3.5 years ago on OkCupid.
And they are still boning.
And you know what the funny thing is about that? You know what our first date was?
What?
Me going over to his apartment with nobody watching. No, it was not in public. I just literally walked in his door. I'm still waiting for him to murder me. I think he's just
Have you met the inside of his trunk yet? Because I'm surprised that you didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's just very slow and methodical in planning his killing of me.
Well, you know, it's coming up on that 4-year mark, so maybe that was when he was planning on striking.
Probably. Also, do you know what the first message he ever sent to me was?
What?
I can't stop looking at your lips. Yeah. And he's ashamed of that. He's ashamed of that comment. And I remember his profile was so long. It was literally like, it was a fucking novel. I literally read the first 2 sentences and I was like, fine.
TLDR.
Yeah, TLDR, fine. He looks fine. It's fine. Yeah. But yes, we are still together and pretty happy, I'd say. So it's
That's
all
good.
good.
That's
yeah,
good.
So props to OkCupid.
I am so happy for you, Phyllis.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, moving on to our next topic.
Which is?
I'm freezing up.
Well, are we going to talk about how I saw Waka Flocka in a bar very recently?
Yes,
Tonight.
Yes. That is another thing about
Yeah.
our week.
So
weeks.
this is going to be a short story because it's dumb as fuck. But me and my boo thing, we're in a bar, and this dude walked in, and I was like, whoa, that looks like Waka Flocka. And all my friends were like, who's Waka Flocka? I was like, are you serious right now? You don't know Waka. Anyway.
Thug life.
Yeah, and I heard that he was in town, to play a show, but I wasn't quite sure, and so I looked it up, and he was, but then he walked away, and I was like, oh, damn, I missed my chance to meet Waka Flocka. Well, then we walked across the street to go to this barcade, and he was there, sitting, playing Pac-Man all fucking night, until he had to leave. And he stood up and he said something at one time, and it was like, and I was like, yeah, that's definitely Waka Flocka. Like, it's undoubtedly, if I had any doubt before my mind. And some people were taking pictures of him. There wasn't a lot of people there, which I'm sure he appreciated. But I was too scared to take a picture. And this one girl, she was like, oh, like, I'll take a picture of you and him, and I'll ask him. Like, it's all good. Don't worry about it. But then as soon as she said that, him and his posse got up and walked away, leaving a strong trail of marijuana in their wake.
I wonder if there was, like, enough marijuana. Was there, like, a trail? Like, what is that little kid story where, like, they leave a trail of stuff?
Like breadcrumbs?
Yeah.
Like fucking Hansel and Gretel and shit?
Exactly. It was like a Hansel and Gretel style trail of marijuana.
Pretty much. Like, just follow the trail of marijuana scent and you will get to Waka Flocka's body. It's fine, though. I mean, he's good looking in person.
Really?
Yeah, most people, like, don't consider him good looking, but, like, I would get on that Waka Flocka train. I would. His eyebrows are nice. Choo. Yeah. Choo! That was a bad impression of him. That sounded nothing like him. I don't know why I did that.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
well, then. That was a good story. Thank you for that. If I ever... Well, I've met a couple celebrities before. Next time I meet one... I'll be sure to get on here and tell everyone about it.
Well, I hope you do, because it was quite interesting.
Oh, I'm certain it was. Taylor Swift was around here not too long ago. I should have creeped on her.
Yeah, you should have.
I heard that she looks like an alien in person, though, from somebody who's met her.
Really?
Yeah.
Who met her?
Well, I mean, rhymes with mid-C.
Mid-C?
Yeah.
I know, but, like, who is this person to you? They're your friend?
Your brother's friend.
I have no idea who that is.
Well, I'll tell you later. I don't want to put his name on here.
Is it, Logan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand now. Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Logan looks like an alien in person.
His eyes are fucked up.
That's mean. You're the one who said he was an alien. Yeah, I'm a dick. We're all dicks here at Heart
We
for
are.
Love.
We're
hard dicks.
Also, Logan's a douche.
Yeah.
So, I don't feel too bad. Anyway, moving forward with our show. Next thing that I wanted to talk about was what do you find attractive in another person?
Yeah. So how about you start, Frankie? What do you find attractive in a man? Should we talk about physical attributes and mental attributes?
Both. And should I break that up into men and women?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you do that.
So let's start off with the men.
All right.
On the men's side. As far as physical goes, I'm not super picky. My main thing is that I just have to find, like, one thing about a guy to be attractive. Like, he could have, like, nice hair and, like, not the best face, or, like, a really good face and, like, weird hair. And then, I'm really picky about teeth, though. Like, they need to be, like, kind of almost straight, at least, and at least clean. Like, that's...
So no plaque buildup.
No plaque buildup. If you're a smoker, I expect you to whiten.
You just smack it out in his hand. You're like, Crest White Strips, bitch! And no way that is an endorsement for Crest White Strips.
Yeah, no, we are not being paid by anybody at this point, though.
But Crest White Strips, the whitest white strip you'll ever use. Alright.
Those hurt your teeth, man. I don't understand how anybody does that.
So you expect them to use white strips? That's fucking funny. Like, how often? Like, is there, like, a shade that you monitor their teeth? Do you, like, hold up a piece of computer paper to it and, like, compare it? And if it's, like at least 4 shades darker, you're like, Crest White Strips on this bitch right now.
So my thing is that your teeth cannot resemble the color of macaroni and cheese.
Oh,
like,
yeah, dude, who lets it get that bad?
You might be surprised. You might be surprised. I've seen some pretty gross teeth in my day. I'm just picky about it. I smoke, and I keep my teeth looking pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I mean, they're not the whitest white, but they're
Do you
pretty
white strip?
I don't white strip, but I use whitening toothpaste and whitening mouthwash, and I think that does the deal without having to get that ultra sensitive feeling.
What about me?
Your teeth look really good too. I like your teeth. Like, I would do your teeth.
I would do your teeth.
Oh.
Oh my god, let's, like, shove our teeth together.
Let's dike out.
And then they can hear just the gnashing of our teeth together. It's like that.
One time I got, like, really drunk and made out with this girl, and that's how it was. Because
like,
we were
just
plastered.
everywhere?
There was so much teeth.
Ew. I just don't like it, because I just imagine, like, this hard candy that the grandma left in the dish too long.
Ew.
In your mouth.
Ew.
I don't know why. That's a weird description of it. So, yes. So, you need them to crest white strip.
Yeah, I do something. They gotta do something. They gotta take care of that shit.
I understand.
Anyway, taller than me is nice, but I have grown to be,
she's 7
acceptable. I have grown to accept shorter and, like, slight because I'm 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
If you guys weren't aware,
She's pretty tall.
I'm pretty tall for a lady. So finding the ultra tall men can be a challenge. So, and if you're like 5'10", 5'9", that's okay. You're a little shorter, but that's okay. All right. I don't really like gym rats, if you will. If you're too buff, I start to feel really bad about myself. Because I'm like average weight ish, so maybe a little over average. I don't know. I'm okay with it though. I'm happy with myself, so judge me all you want to. I don't care. So I mean, not like super duper into fitness, but I also don't want you to be super chub. I just don't find that attractive. Sorry.
But what about the first? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, goodness. Anyway, that about covers it for men. Do you want to talk about some men? And then I could come back to women?
And then you're going to come back to women? Okay.
Yeah.
So, really I have one main thing that I need you to have.
Okay.
And you know what that is.
A big black
brain! No, a brain, you pervert! Not a cock. God. Freaking pervert. No, but I mean, that's nice too. But also, no, I really love intelligent men. Like, intelligent to the point
we're talking
where...
physical here.
Oh, we were?
Yeah.
Well, I date all the fuggos, you know that.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I love you, baby. You're not fugly.
Oh.
My boyfriend's not. I think he's attractive. If you like Vikings. Because I do. I love the History Channel. And I love Vikings. But,
History. I did the hand thing like that.
Ancient aliens, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but real, I don't know. Like, physically, don't be completely fug. Like, I've dated, like, guys who other girls probably wouldn't touch. I'll pretty much entertain any man who tries to come at me if they're nice and smell okay. Well, that's one thing. If you smell bad, then goodbye.
I didn't think about
like,
that.
Like, seriously.
Yeah, man, spritz a little cologne before you leave your house, you stinky fucking gentleman.
Dude, I just need you to shower every day. Like, do not come at me and say, oh, I haven't showered in, like, 2 days, because I will smack you so hard.
All I can smell is, like, your dick smell.
Yeah.
Like, the ball sack smell.
Yeah, like
it's
the
the
taint.
Worst.
I don't want that taint scent all over me, like, especially when you're trying to put your dick in my face, and I'm just like, the taint is strong. The taint is strong in this one. So, yeah, I'm not about it. But, and I'm a lucky woman because, my boo showers every day and is very clean, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
We need to come up with a name for
Edmund?
him. Edmund. Thank you, Ed. Edmund, for showering every day and being clean.
Good job, Edmund. Way to keep your bitch happy.
I also like his facial hair. He has nice facial hair. I like facial hair.
Really?
Yes. I also like long hair. Really long hair. Like, longer than mine. Like, I love metal-looking dudes, essentially. But I also really love Indian dudes. I love black dudes. I love Chinese dudes. I love white dudes. I love Indonesian dudes. I just have tasted the rainbow.
Well, you know what? Good.
I'm all about it.
Good.
I'm
proud of you for not having any prejudices.
Oh, yeah.
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 Good.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on to, I mean, you talked about intelligence a little bit. That's very important to me as well.
Like, seriously, like, before I date you, you need to show me your SAT scores, because...
Who still has those?
I don't know, but my future prospects better. Or else I'm not touching them. No, I'm just kidding.
Intelligence, really good. I always feel like I'm looking for, like, an intellectual equal, and I feel like I rarely find it. Which just makes me sound really pretentious. I swear I'm not. Like, we can still be cool, but if I think you're dumb, you're not getting anywhere near this pussy. Anyway. Musically talented is good. I like musicians, or at least, like, music appreciators. If you have good taste, I'll enjoy that. Yeah, that's all I'm really thinking about right now. If you have a degree, that's pretty cool too. I respect that a lot. If you have some education going on, it's awesome. If not, that's okay too. If you're just smart, I can deal with that. If you want to move on to, do you have anything to add?
What if a girl was super hot,
All right.
okay,
Okay.
but her pussy was rank? What would you do? What would you do in that situation? Would you be like, listen, like, would you, like, want her to shower and then, like, try to get it on? Or would you just, like, completely abandon all hope?
See, if that pussy was rank, I would be concerned about some sort of disease. I do not want...
What if she had a blue waffle? Dude,
Oh.
what if you're getting down and dirty with a girl and, like, all of a sudden she took off her pants and it was a
It's
blue,
like blue
waffle?
just
I mean,
smacks you in the face.
I'm pretty sure no girl would present that because they would definitely know something was up and everything. What if you were presented with a blue penis? Let's not be sexist here. I mean, men can get blue penises, I'm sure.
Can you? Oh.
Dude, anybody can get any sort of disease
blue
at
genitalia.
any time. Yeah.
Well,
Plus, are we sure that girl's not even dead in that photo?
I don't know.
Like, damn, she might be dead. Like,
She-
that's sad to think about. Jesus, fucking blue waffle.
Yeah, I mean, I just wonder about how, like, if she did survive that,
Yeah.
like, what was the permanent damage on her vagina? Like, does it look right now?
Dude,
Does
I
it
don't
not? I don't know. Somebody, does anybody know? We're asking you, Internet. Do you know?
On the next edition of Heart Up for Love, the girl with the blue waffle is being interviewed by Frankie. I'm just kidding, dude. I wish. Exclusive interview with the girl with the blue waffle. No. So how much money would someone have to pay you for you to send a picture of the blue waffle to your mother and say, "Mom, please help me. This is what my vagina looks like right now." How much money would someone have to pay you for you to do that?
Oh my god, I just thought of it, somebody saying that to your mom.
Dude. Dude.
Your mom is such a Pollyanna. She couldn't.
Dude, she is. She's a little Pollyanna. Let's actually call her that from now on.
Yeah,
Dude,
her name's Pollyanna.
If somebody sent Pollyanna a picture of that, I don't even know. She's been a bitch to me lately, so let's just do it tonight. Let's just be like, this is what your daughter's pussy looks like, and it's fucked up, and you got her that way. You never taught her what sex was. You only told her that sex before marriage is a sin, so she didn't wear a condom because she was ashamed, and now she has a blue waffle, so thanks a lot,
Good
Pollyanna.
job, Pollyanna.
Yeah, good job.
Anyway, if I sent that to my mom, she would probably be like, "Oh, you're joking. Shut up."
Oh, you're joking.
Or maybe she would take
What
it
if she
super
get-
seriously
what
and
if
be
she
like,
get mad?
go to a doctor right now. Go to the ER. Like, that would be the other thing that I could hear her saying.
You know, because my friend actually did that to her mom.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
she sent her the picture of the blue waffle, and she said, "Mom, help me, like, help me." And her mom, because her mom's a nurse, first of all, but her mom said that, what is she? She's like, "That's an undercared for and overfucked vagina. You need to go to the emergency room right now." Yeah.
Dude, her mom's probably seen some, like, graphic shit,
Dude,
though.
her mom
and-
is a nurse in a prison, so yeah, she's seen some shit for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, then.
Yeah.
This show's going well today. I'm liking it so far. Having some fun. Actually, it is getting to be about 25 minutes in already. Maybe we'd like to take a quick break here before I move on to the second portion. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with you. Welcome back. I'm Francesca Loren.
And I'm Phyllis Elliott.
And we are still hard up for love.
Very hard up.
Well, that was a lovely break we just had, and we're ready to move on to our final segment of the night. This one is going to be about sex scenes in various forms of media.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you have a favorite sex scene from any sort of thing you can think of?
I mean, I love all sex scenes. Like, every time, there's this movie it's a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and frickin' Jamie Lee Curtis. I can't remember what it's called, but I just remember there's a scene where she does, like, a striptease for him, and it's all sexy, like, but I watched it with my parents when I was, like, maybe, like, 12. You know how my parents are?
Yeah, Pollyanna and Bradley?
Yeah, Pollyanna and Bradley. And, I don't think they expected it to happen. I think it's called True Lies. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called True Lies. And so this like, sexy scene started to happen. I don't even think they have sex. I think she just does a striptease for him. But they were like, oh my god! Phyllis, don't look! But, so I had this, like, straw hat on. So I put the hat over my eyes to, like, basically please my parents. But the thing is, you can totally see through straw hats. So I saw everything, I've seen, Jamie Lee Curtis's sexy striptease. And so I think that is one of my favorites just because it's very nostalgic. I love it.
Well, since you talked about your first, I'll talk about my first. My parents were really big on making sure that I didn't catch any glimpses of anything sexy until I was, like, 15.
No glimpses at all.
No glimpses. And I, like, lost my virginity, like, right after I saw my first sexy thing, because I was like, oh, hot damn, I want some of that.
Is that how it happened?
No, I don't want to talk about how that happened.
But did it seriously trigger you?
I mean, to an extent, I really think so. I think that making it seem so hidden and, unacceptable and just, like, filtering everything, that the second I saw it, I was like, wow, that looks like fun. Let me do that. I'm gonna do that.
Let me do that.
Exactly. So my first one that I really saw, though, it wasn't even, like, real sex. I was in 7th grade, and we were watching some movie, and I don't remember the movie, like, at all. I remember, like, there was, like, some slavery going on, and, or maybe it was just racism, I don't know. But, like, there was this lady and this guy, and she was wearing some old school-looking dress, and then all of a sudden he just starts fondling her tits, like, straight up. And this teacher was just like, now we count the ceiling tiles, children, everybody look up. But I totally didn't. I was just kind of like, I was fondling some tit.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look what he's doing there.
Inappropriate. And
So,
what did you think? Fondling of the tit.
I was just kind of like, oh, that's a thing that people do.
Yeah, it is.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Fondle them titties.
Yeah. I just remember in high school, too, we watched Office Space, and there's a scene where the main character's neighbor is watching, like, a porno on the television. Mm-hmm. But the teacher forgot to get the edited version of the film. So we just see tits across the screen. And we're all like, oh! And she's like, oh! And she, like, ran. Like, literally, like, I've never seen, a woman run as fast as she did up to the TV and was like, oh, my God! Oh, my God! And she, like, turned it off. And I was like, should my parents have signed a form or some shit? Because I don't remember.
I just saw some titties.
Yeah, I just saw some titties, and I'm pretty traumatized by it. And I was traumatized after. That was the same class that I threw up grape soda.
That is so hot.
It probably had something to do with seeing titties.
Yeah, that's what happens when you see titties, is you'll later throw up your grape soda.
Duh. Yeah.
Throwing up in class was the worst.
It definitely is. But I think nowadays, sex scenes on TV, especially, like, any of the Shondaland shows, which, like, if they're produced or, like, directed or, like, created by Shonda Rhimes, which I love her. I think she's very talented. But the sex scenes in those shows, like Grey's Anatomy, How to Get Away with Murder, Scandal, the sex scenes are just so ridiculously romanticized. And I don't mean romantic as in romanticized. I mean, like, they're just so ideal.
They're hyped up.
Like, there's really no, like, awkward, like, bad sex. They're all just so passionate. Like, I know this is a podcast, so you can't see my face, but you'll hear the noises that I'm about to make. They're all just like, you know.
I'm going to sample that and fap to it later.
Please do.
Everyone.
Joel, #1 Twitter follower, you do that too.
Yeah.
Also.
We're directing you.
Yeah. So, dude, oh shit. What if he is underage?
No, he said he was married and he has kids.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. I don't feel as bad now. But yeah, like, they're just so, like, there's no, like, because I don't know. I mean, Frankie, have you ever just had sex that wasn't hot? Like, it was just like, wow, I wish this would end.
Yeah.
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 No sex like that ever has that ever happened in Grey's Anatomy or How to Get Away with Murder, you know? And then that song comes on and it's like, I can't even do it right, but there's just like this. It's kind of like a techno sexy song that comes on whenever someone's about to get it in, and I swear to God, it happens every time. Because I literally binge watched the entire first season of How to Get Away with Murder. I highly recommend it.
So good.
Yes, so good, so good.
I'm not done with the first season yet, but I'm loving it.
I can't give any spoilers to our listeners or
we
to
won't.
you. Yeah.
Promise.
But yeah, they're just the sex scenes, man. They're just so sexy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sex, believe it or not, kids, is sometimes not sexy.
Yeah, no. Sometimes it's really not.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just can't handle things.
Sometimes, the dick accidentally goes into the beehole, and
oh God, oh no, thank you.
A case of mistaken identity of holes, and
then your night's just fucked up because your butthole hurts,
and then you feel like you have to
your
poop for 5
hurt.
days afterwards. Yeah, you're literally butt hurt, and it's just not a good situation.
It's not.
I wonder, I bet in How to Get Away with Murder that has never happened to somebody.
Yeah, no. There's, like, a lot of, like, gay guys doing it. Like, I feel like that's most of the sex that goes on is, like, some butt sex.
Actually, you're right, because that character, Connor...
He has sex with everybody.
He's a very sexually active man.
He's a very sexually active young gentleman.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is indeed.
He is all about that life.
Yes.
Anywho... Yeah, and, like, there's no implication that anything ever hurt at all, which I think is kind of unrealistic. I don't know. My experience with the butt sex is extremely limited. I'm not into it.
I mean, if they're into it, then, they probably have prepared for it, so it's probably not as painful as what we might
imagine.
Experience. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
They got some training toys, where it goes gradiently up until you get to a size of a 3-wick candle from Bath & Body Works.
Those are so huge. Ew.
Yeah. And then, it's
and then
like gauging your butthole.
Yeah, it's like gauging your piercing, except for your butthole.
You gotta gauge your butthole. Yeah.
Oh, so gross. Yeah. So gross. Well then, I was also thinking about a little bit like sex in video games. There's something that's been critiqued by some critics.
Yes. Yes, Frankie.
Well, I don't want to name this particular critic, but she's very famous for her critiques of video games. Anywho. So a lot of times it seems just really off-putting, is my thing about the games. But then when done well, it's interactive and it's a really good experience. Like, I just finished playing Dragon Age, and you can have sex with most of your companions. And that was good because you develop a relationship with a person, and then eventually they sleep with you. It's not like some games where you just buy a hooker. Grand Theft Auto.
All of them. Except for maybe the original one. Well, is it an RPG?
Yeah, it's an RPG.
So you can play as a woman then?
Yeah.
And have, you can fuck guys.
You can fuck guys, you can fuck girls.
Can you fuck dragons?
No, they did not have the dragon fucking feature.
No!
Unless you mean when I fucked them with my arrows.
Oh. That's erotic.
No, it's not. I'm telling you, I killed them.
Oh. Well, maybe they like that.
Maybe they do.
Maybe they're into that.
Maybe they're into that.
But I do have a question, though, because I've never really experienced sex in video games outside of, Grand Theft Auto, hooker buying, The Sims, play in bed.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Yeah. Woohoo. We're, just black, pixelizes the entire, mattress there. But, yeah. But, I mean, do they actually, show, the scene? How does that work?
Depends on the game. Dragon Age, like, it was mostly, like, after you were done having sex, and you could see, like, some titties or, like, a butt. But it didn't actually have any sex. There is one game, I don't remember what it was called, but you had to...
Slayer. I know that's a 30 Rock reference, but...
there was a game where you had to, like, hit a sequence of buttons, and you were actually having sex. And, like,
Could you see the vagina?
You couldn't see it was like you could see the guy's butt, like, on top of the woman, and, like, the woman's face, and maybe a little tit.
A little tit.
A little tit.
Just a little nippy.
I think it was mostly, like, side boob, like, the guy's shoulder was covering it. Oh. Anyway, yeah, you had to, like, hit the buttons, right, to, like, pleasure your lady correctly. Mm. And then if you didn't hit them right, you failed the mission.
You suck at sex. Yeah.
If you're spending too much time on your Xbox sex, then you probably do.
You're probably not the best at sex in real life.
Probably
I mean,
not.
We don't judge.
We're not judging you.
That's the inclination that we're getting right now.
Yeah.
So do you get, like, extra points or something for banging somebody, or, like?
I mean,
is it, like, kind of like maybe like charisma points, or like what?
Well, I keep going back to Dragon Age. Just because that's what I've most recently played that had any sex in it. I'm sorry for being so
no, it's fine,
single example.
I've never played Dragon Age, so.
It's so good. It's so good. I love it. You should try it.
I do like RPG games.
They're the bomb. They're the best. They're what interests me most. They keep it fresh. Anyway, so you didn't get any, like, in-game, like, charisma or anything like that from it. It was more just kind of part of the story. But then you do get, like, achievements, like, if you have relationships with everybody. So if you wanna look at it from your little Xbox trophies, then yes, I guess you do get something out of it.
So
but
by being a slut, you get an achievement.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. Finally, suck it, Mom.
Someone who understands.
Suck it,
Pollyanna.
Suck it, Pollyanna. Here.
See, we told you it would get us somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. Sitting in Phyllis's basement recording a podcast.
Yes,
that's where it's gotten
us.
That's
where it's gotten us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well then, anything you'd like to add?
No, I think I'm good. Besides,
okay.
There's a tip, kids. If you ever want to watch a sex scene, just wear a straw hat over your face.
Yes.
Your parents won't think that you can see it. Guess what?
You can.
You definitely can.
Well then, thanks for the life tip.
Yep.
Proud of you.
And with that,
I guess we will say goodnight. Thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you for your support. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.